was book distribution and paintings, nice painting. 90 became book distribution and paraphernalia, different kind of paraphernalia. And then Indian community started coming up. So became congregation preaching and depending on congregation. But one segment of people were untouched, and that's the corporate house or big industries. They may not chant 60 rounds, they may not chant even 1 round, but as we know, there is service, one can do tan se, man se, dhan se. So serving dhan se is also very important. Where money goes, mind goes. So that's where I started. Actually, nothing something in me, but Prabhupada wanted me thing. Prabhupada gave everything to us. And he wrote down by his own handwriting about fundraising and different schemes. In India, he gave life membership. And in life membership, there are 3 kinds of life membership. Prabhupada gave. One he gave is, yearly membership, yearly subscription. And where they get it back to government magazine, that's it. And then Prabhupada made a passbook. Just like, I don't know if you all remember, those days people used to deposit their money in post office, and post office had given a passbook. Bank also had a passbook. So Prabhupada created that passbook, that who is renewing and all those things. Then he introduced the life membership, and he also introduced the paternship. So paternship means the big people who will not become devotees and things like that. So unfortunately in India also, in ISKCON we are too much in rush for money. Right, Nirmal Prabhu? We want money, fast. Because the yearly subscription takes time. People give, but again you have to renew. Life membership are easy. You get 1,111 one shot. In those days, 78 days, 1,111 big. Now we have 45,000. There's so much noise coming here.
અવાજ બહુ થાય છે.
So, in India, we went on life membership. I think here also I saw the board of life member. It went all over. And Prabhupada was very proud of that life membership. He wrote a letter to Bhagavan that you boy and girl, you are going distributing books on the street. I am sitting here and distributing the books. He made that day 3 life members. And the compulsory system was to give 10 books to each life member. So means 30 books. Prabhupada said, just by sitting here, I distributed 30 books. They call lazy intelligent. So Prabhupada used that. So in India, we are doing on this life membership. But it became troublesome one point because we didn't follow Prabhupada as it is. Prabhupada wanted 50% money from life membership must go to book fund, take the book and then sell it and maintain the temple. But we did shortcut. Instead of doing the BBT, we started using the money. We bought the book from the BBT, but not 50% we gave. And our other 50% was 25% of our purpose and 25% for construction. So that was Prabhupada's plan, but somehow or other it was not followed. And life membership became burden one day. Because we didn't follow, we had no infrastructure, so it became burdensome. We promised everybody you will get 3 days free room and you get BTG monthly. Some of the devotees, they are going out of their way. When you come, car will be there on airport to receive you and just make life member. They would say anything by hook and crook, pay the money. So we are getting bad names. So in 90, we started turning away from there. Then that's where congregation preaching started in India. And again we started depending on that. But again, congregations are they can give money for maintenance of temples. But if you only build big project, you have to turn towards the capitalist or industrialist. So, and Prabhupada has made this pattern thing and we did not touch it. So that's where I started that one. And so far almost 10 temples have been built through this one. Juhu itself, Kanpur, Jaipur, then 6-7 are in pipeline, and also, Delhi, Kurukshetra is in pipeline, Jagannath is in pipeline. In Gujarat, I have almost 10 temples under construction. Bharuch, Ankleshwar, if anybody is here from there, Vapi, 3 in Gujarat, and Lucknow, Varanasi, Chitrakoot, Jhansi, like that. So this is working. So same thing, I wanted to start here, and we did try. Ramchandra Prabhu took me around almost 10 years before, and many people we met. But then it took long time to get the permission. Again, second time also formed committee. Anyway, in Naperville, they really did good job. And they got right now almost 30 to 40 solid people. Who is who? Committee. 30 people supporter. Who is who in Chicagoland? And they are very committed. And they came forward and there is almost $10 million. And they built the temple, built a big temple. Now they are planning to buy the property next door. So I just want to emphasize that yes, we need to give some time. And there are the temple president there, Mother Devakinandan, I must say, she's a wonderful leader. She empowered devotees. She did not know, it's not her cup of tea. The devotee called Syam Kumar. She empowered him. I told her, she asked me how it can be done. And there are many devotees who are against. They are worried. If we form the committee, what will happen to us? They will take over temple, they will throw us out, they will start ruling. And I kept saying, they are very people. They have no time for getting nitty-gritty. So Syamji was very much in favor, and one more devotee, Astok Krishna Prabhu. So this temple president, seeing these two persons, she asked me what to do. Mataji is temple president. I said, I got to do 3 things. She's good in empowering. I said, empower people, protect people, and support people. So she did all these 3 things. She gave freedom, totally empowered Syamji and other. And when others were criticizing, she protected and she supported. And when there are problems, they always called me. Just why I am saying this thing? Because something they have achieved. And the last day of temple opening, I came only for this temple opening for 10 days. And then my Prabhu requested I should be here for also 5 days. So there are 5 days here. And going back, so yeah, last day we had committee and donor felicitation. Whole big hall, just like our we are basement here, like that basement out there, packed up. And congressman came, mayor could not come, but mayor representative came. So it was wonderful opening, very nice. So now I have requested to do this 2 days Bhagavad Katha because Nrsimha is coming up on 4th, I believe. It is on 4th. And day after tomorrow we have Nrsimha Chavya. So this is opportunity, of course. In Bhagavatam, we should hear every day Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. And each and every sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, each word is perfect. One doesn't have to hear a whole Bhagavatam. Even one sloka can deliver us. In Padma Purana it says, sloka ardhapi, whether one sloka or even half a sloka. Tatrapi Bhagavan Krishna Ballavi bhi virajate. Wherever one chants or speak from Bhagavatam, even one sloka or half a sloka. Tatrapi Bhagavan Krishna Ballavi bhi virajate. Lord Krishna, along with Srimati Radhikarani, Radharani, he resides there. That's why Prabhupada introduced even one sloka every day in Bhagavatam. So here we are taking this Bhagavatam from 7th canto Bhagavatam, Nrsimha Leela. In Bhagavatam, these 2 sections, there Bhagavatam has 10 subject matter. In 12th canto describes. So 2 cantos, one is 7th canto Bhagavatam and other is 10th canto Bhagavatam. You will see how these 2 cantos are unique. The problem in this material world is we are here. The cause of samsriti or birth, death, old age and disease is sense gratification. That is the cause of bondage. And cause of deliverance is, glorifying Mukunda or Krishna. So, 7th canto of Bhagavatam teaches us how one gets entangled in this material world. And 10th canto of Bhagavatam teaches us how to be free from this material world. Sukadeva Goswami, the 7th canto is called Uti. Utaya karma vasana. Uti means karma vasana, desire to do something. If you have no hunger, you will not feel like eating. So hunger is required. So utaya karma vasana, desire to do. If you have no desire, you will not do anything. Anything you want to do, have to have desire. For eating, you have desire. Now this Katha going on. You all had desire, you came here. I am sure there are many other devotees who could have also come, but they have a different desire, different thing. So, for everything you have to have desire. Without desire, even for doing bhakti, you have to have desire. तो बोलते थे ना, भूखे भजन न होए गोपाला, ले लो अपने कंडी वाला. Bhuk means desire. You have to have bhuk for bhakti. You have to hanker for bhakti. And how should we hanker? That also mentioned. Tibrena Yogena means our life is very short. We don't know. I know one of the defect we have is called forgetfulness. We have forgotten Corona, right? Corona time, everybody remember, yes, next moment can be mine. Somebody did, then say, be careful, it can be next moment mine, right? So that time we were little alert about, this death. But now again, we forgot it. So I was saying, Tibrena Bhakti Yogena, we have to perform our devotion without wasting our time, with a speed. These two things require desire to perform devotional service and Tibrena without wasting time. We should not waste time in devotional service. So these two canto, 7th canto and 10th canto. Sukadeva Goswami, in 7th canto, he had talked only about Prahlad Maharaj. And 10th canto, they talk only about Krishna. Now, the 7th canto Bhagavatam has 15 chapters. These 15 chapters are divided in 3 sections. First section up to chapter 5 is Balya of Prahlad Maharaj in childhood, and then 6 to 10 is Pauganda, and then 10 to 15, 11 to 15 is Kumar. In these 3 ages, Prahlad Maharaj have been described. Prahlad Maharaj was devotee, born devotee, not like us. We were pious maybe, but we became devotee by association of devotee and Prabhupada. But Prahlad Maharaj was born devotee. He was devotee from the womb of his mother. So, in first 5th chapter, even as a child, you know how he had done, performed devotional service, that we, in this 7th canto, Srila Swami described the 7th canto in this way. And other also it said that 7th canto is the assurance of Lord protection. Avasya Rakhiva Krishna Vishwasa Palam. Krishna will protect us. We should have this firm faith. So Srila Swami said, Swabhakta Pakshpatina Tad Vipaksha Vidaranam Nrsimham Adhutam Bande Paramananda Vigraham. The 5th canto, 6th canto Bhagavatam, each canto has a connection. Each canto has a connection. First canto describes the prayojan of Bhagavatam, why Bhagavatam, and the qualification of Bhakta and Srota. Okay, that is done. Then second canto describes the dharma, the link. Dharma is described as a bridge. So a link between Krishna and living entity. And real start from 3rd canto. Just like if I ask you all, what is the first verse of Bhagavad Gita? What do you want to say? Dharma Chete, right? It's wrong. Asocyanam Shochastvam Pragyavadascha Bhasade. Bhagavad Gita, the word which is spoken by Bhagavan. So we start from Asocyanam Shochastvam and finish it up to Sarvadharman Parityajya. That's Bhagavad Gita. Before that is introduction and the cause of Arjuna getting elimination. The same way, first and second canto is kind of preparation. And Bhagavad they start from 3rd canto and go till 12th canto. So again that is also, I can break open each canto and why in those 10 canto has everything, 10 subject matter described. So 7th canto is very, very important. And I was saying they are link. So the link between 6th canto and 7th canto. So 6th canto is Posana, or Lord maintains his devotee. Now in that section, toward the end, we see how Lord protecting the demigod Indra by killing Vritrasura. When Vritrasura was killed, then Lord is one who arranged everything. He told demigod, go to the Dadichi, get his bone and make Vajra and kill him. So they did accordingly. So Lord did favor the demigod. And Vritrasura was such a wonderful devotee. Towards the end, if you hear his last desire of a pure devotee, he said, I do not need to go to heaven. Katha hai wo slogan? Anybody remember? I have, but I am forgetting. Na kapristam na chaparamestam na sarvamnam narasadhipatyam. Like that. क्या है? न योग सिद्धि अपुनर्भवम वा समंजसहित विरहय्य कांचे. He said virahayya kanche. Just see Dhritarashtra. He said virahayya kanche. This one word virahayya kanche. That is vipralambha bhakti. Just like Lord Chaitanya had this virahayya kanche. When he was going to Vrindavan, he came up to Kanhaiyat Sala. That is my zone. I will request all of you to visit once. And that's the place where he saw Krishna first. And he was embracing the tree and everything. And if you study this part and visit Kanhaiyat Sala, very beautiful guest house on the bank of Ganga, thanks to Modi government, they are giving money to develop it. So you can feel Krishna there. The hair stands on the end. Still the thick trees are there, on the bank of Ganga where Lord Chaitanya saw Krishna and he returned back. So virahayya kanche. Same way Jagannath Puri, he was standing near Ganava Stambha and having the of Lord Jagannath in Viraha. That's what Dhritarashtra is saying, virahayya kanche. I have only one desire, to live in Vipralambha. And then second month, Ajatapakka yuvamatara khaga. That is, he's talking about the separation from the Lord. And third verse, he said, I don't mind even I take birth, but I want to have association with devotee. So after hearing this conclusion of Dhritarashtra, who was killed by Indra, naturally Parikshit Maharaj got doubt. And in doubt, he asked this question. Samah priya surata brahman bhutanam bhagavan swayam Indra swarte katham daityan avadhim disamo yatha. He said, Samah priya suratam brahman. Hey Brahman, O Sukadeva Swami, the Lord is, dear to one. He is equal to everyone. Sama priya suhridam. He is sama, equal to everyone, and he is Suhrida. You should say Bhagavad Gita also, Shuridam Sarvabhutana, Gyatam Tadvichati. So he is Suhrida and Priya. Sarvabhutana, to everyone. Bhagavan Swayam. Then Indra Arthe Katham. Why did, for the sake of Indra, he arranged to kill Vritrasur Yatha Bhisamo. I mean, one hand is equal, but here friend and enemy. That's where the Parishit Maharaj asked the question. That's where the whole seventh canto starts. The Lord is equal and dear to everybody. That is philosophy. But action looks different. We call it hypocrisy, right? So indirectly, the Lord is hypocrite. In words, he said, I am equal to everybody, I love you. But in action, I am different. The Sri Swami said, Swabhakta Pakshapatena Tad Vibhaksha Vidaranam. Lord always protects his devotee. Swabhakta. Swabhakta has two meanings. Subhakta iti Swabhakta and Swabhakta iti Swabhakta. Swa means his and Bhakta means devotee. So this is the identification of devotee. We belong. Whom do we belong? To Krishna. Krishna Bhakta. That is Swabhakta. And Subhakta, Su means Susila. Any person, or you call it gentleman, in Mahabharata, it describes the pride of man is to be Susila. Susila sadhavo yatra. Right? Susila sabda comes from devotee. Devotee means Susila. It says in Hindi, पुरुषों को अपने सील में रहना चाहिए और स्त्रियों को अपने लज्जा में रहना चाहिए. Lajja and seal, these two things are ornament. So devotee, they have Vaishnava etiquette we talk about. That is all. Vaishnava etiquette is nothing but sila. So that makes susila. So Subhakta means first class devotee. Devotees are always first class, but here he said Subhaktanam. Lord is protecting, he protecting everybody. But especially he protects first class devotee. One who has taken refuge in him. He protects everybody. But one who is not looking for protection outside. We all are looking for protection outside. We are dependent on money, we are dependent on family, we are dependent on this thing. But pure devotee of the Lord, Subhakta, they are dependent only on the mercy of the Lord. And other strange thing, they are dependent on the Lord, but they never ask Lord to protect me. That's other beauty. And in worst situation, even they ask Lord to protect. After Lord protects, they feel guilty. Just like Draupadi. When she asked Lord to protect her, Lord protected her. But later on she feels so guilty that I troubled the Lord for a hard mass ke sharir ke liye Bhagwan ko maine dukh diya. She was, repenting. That's a real Subhakta. Subhakta Pakshapatena. Lord takes side of first class devotee. If Lord has multi potencies. He doesn't have to come himself. He can, send anything, anybody. But specifically for devotees, Pritrana sadhunam vinasaya chiduskritam dharma samstapnarthaya sambhavami juke. He comes here, he loves doing this thing. And he could have arranged anybody to do, but no, he. So Sri Swami said, Svabhakta Pakshapatena Tad vipakcha vidaranam. And one who is vipakchi or enemy, he protects the devotee. And vidaranam means kills. He destroys. He, envious people. One who is envious people. Just to show this, Nrsimham adbhutam bande paramananda vigraham. Lord Nrsimha appeared. The word has been adbhutam. The word, just keep in mind, I will remind again. Adbhutam, tam adbhutam rupam, namrigam namanusam. The Lord, the form is always called adbhut. Viragava Goswami described the adbhut means something which we have not seen. They call adbhut. The Goswamis, they really have, I was given class in Talasari Farm. And Sridhar Swami describes the meaning of chaya, shadow, right? So nicely he described the meaning of shadow. Usually we say the shadow is of some object, right? Nirmani Prabhu? Shadow is of some object. If there is no object, there is no shadow. But Sridhar Swami said no. That's our understanding. Shadow for anything is the object is the cause of the shadow. Sridhar Swami said no. Sun. Light. Light is the object. The shadow, in night time there is no light. Can you see the shadow of your hand? No. Only due to the light. So this is the benefit of understanding of Prabhupada and Goswamis. So, adbhutam rupam. If you see anywhere, when Krishna appeared, that I am also, this word has been used. Tam balakam adbhutam. Tam adbhutam balam. This balak is adbhut balak. When Lord Ramchandra appeared, that time also, it said, how is that? Bhai prakat kripala deen dayala kausalya itagara. और क्या है? कोई नहीं जानता है रामायण। भाई प्रकट कृपाला दीन दयाला कौशल्या हितकारी अद्भुत रूप निहारी माता पुनि बोली सुमति डोली अद्भुत रूप निहारी अद्भुत रूप निहारी मतलब कौशल्या started to speak when अद्भुत रूप निहारी she never saw. Same when Vaman appeared, there also said adbhutam rupam. And here says Nrsimham adbhutam bande. I offer my respect obeisance to Nrsimha who is adbhuta. And who is Nrsimha? Paramananda vigraha. He is the Supreme Personality of God. None other than Supreme Personality of God. Here we see Nrsimha in this form, right? But Nrsimha is not, originally he is not in this form. Nrsimha is in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu while describing to Sanatana Goswami. He described that how Nrsimha has his own planet, Nrsimha Loka, where he has Vishnu form, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, bluish fire, like other. Again Adbhutam Rupam. So this is also Adbhutam Rupam. And that is also Adbhutam Rupam. So either way, origin also Adbhutam Rupam, for materialistic, and what he appears, Namrigam Namanusam, that is also Adbhutam Rupam. So that's why he said, Nrsimham Adbhutam Bande. But who is this person? What is origin? He said, Paramananda Vigraham. He is the original personality of Godhead, who is Paramananda. Again, the word Paramananda, we say, oh, Paramananda, yeah. Paramananda, our Paramananda depends on something. If we are hungry and get first class prasad, oh, Paramananda, Purna ho gaya. So our Paramananda is because of prasadam. We see something beautiful, oh, very good. But Krishna is Paramananda, his joy is not depending on anything. He made up joy. He made up Ananda. Prabhupada gave example of chini ka laddu. He made of sugar. You eat from any side is sweet. So Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha. Ananda is one. So that Ananda is not dependent. Therefore, devotee of the Lord should not become proud that because of me, Krishna becomes happy. Because of my service, Krishna doesn't need our service. He is self-certified. Paramananda Vigraham. Not that we become satisfied sometime and then become hungry again or become disturbed. But he is constantly, 24 hours a day, he is Paramananda Vigraha. He is not dependent on any of us. So that personality of Godhead appeared as Nrsimha to take side of his devotee, to protect his devotee. Uti pancha dasamadhyaye saptame vranate adhuna. Now we said here, Sukadeva Goswami describing about Saptam, your 7th canto, Uti, the subject matter or content, like book in beginning we have content of the book, what is there in the book. So content of 7th canto is Uti. And I said in the beginning, Utaya Karma Vasana, desire for, doing anything. Pancha Dasam Adhyaya, in this is 15th chapter. So, first, 5th chapter describe it, how Parikshit asked the question, that what was the question Parikshit asked?
Was the Lord partial?
Yes.
Hypocritical.
Lord is hypocrite, that's easy to remember. Yeah. Right? If Lord is equal to everybody, then how does he serve favor to his devotee? It looks like hypocrisy. So please explain. And then Sukadeva Goswami describes about, first he cleared this confusion. And Parikshit Maharaj has asked several wonderful questions, where we materialistic people with our material vision, we say, yeah, he's right. Very good. Rightly he asked this, how he can. Same way in 10th canto, he said the Lord comes here to, protect dharma. But here he is doing ras dance, he is destroying all the dharma. Then how I am supposed to accept that he comes to protect dharma? And there also, Sukadeva Goswami explains so nicely. So Bhagavatam is nothing but question answer. I mean, someone should do Bhagavatam, you can just take all the question of Bhagavatam, put aside. Who has asked? Different people ask question. And what was the answer given by the Lord? Just make, you don't have to do anything, just take from Prabhupada books and
Compile.
cut, paste and compile. That is very helpful for devotees to understand. So, this first chapter describes philosophical aspect of this, that how Lord is equal. And to short, we can say, just like a physician. Sometime, physician, appears that he is cutting the heart. And say, oh, doctor is so kind, so merciful, but he is cutting the heart. So he is cutting the heart or giving a sweet pill. Both are equal. Lord is Sama. So even by killing the demons or protecting devotees, both get benefit. Both get benefit. And same chapter describing this Narad Muni says, later on. So first Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, and then Sukadeva Goswami links. That is called Parampara. That is called Parampara. So, by the way, I want to invite everybody to Talasari. Why I said, because you have started, studying Bhagavatam, scrutinizingly. There one devotee, my disciple, he had done his PhD in Bhagavatam. So he stayed there and he teaches when I attend the class. So very nicely, and it has all connection. So here we see other thing, that we don't need to speak ourselves. We need to quote authority. And when we quote authority, then our word becomes authoritative. Right? When we quote an authority. So Sukadeva Goswami himself is a Mahajan. He is quoting the example of other Mahajan. That is Yudhishthira Maharaj, Dharmaraj. So he said, oh Parikshit, whatever question you asked, same kind of thing happened once, and it was asked by your grandfather Yudhishthira. So he links, I told you in the beginning, the link of each verse, each section. So the one section, Parikshit asked the question, and Sukadeva Goswami had answered. And then he links it to Narada Muni. So now he is not speaking, Narada Muni is speaking. And Parikshit Maharaj asked the question about, when in Rashtriya Yajna, Sukadeva, Yudhishthira, in Rashtriya Yajna, when Krishna was being worshipped, and Shishupal, was blaspheming Krishna so much, and when he was killed, he obtained Vishnu Sajujya. There are two kinds of Sajujya Mukti. One is called Brahma Sajujya and other is called Vishnu Sajujya. Brahma Sajujya means merging in impersonal Brahman. And Vishnu Sajujya means going to abode of the Lord, Vishnu. Vishnu Sajujya. So devotee of the Lord, although five, the mukti are five, right? Sarupya, Samipya, Shastri, Salokya, and Sajujya. So devotee of the Lord, they will accept Vishnu Sajujya, but not Brahma Sajujya. Kaivalya Narakayate. It is like hell. But Vishnu Sajujya, okay. So Yudhishthira Maharaj thought that he got Sajujya Mukti. Somebody talking? Either I talk or you talk. Okay, why don't you all come with this side? Leave the wall so I can see also who is talking. And it is always good to sit in front of speaker, so at least you can see, the expression. तो क्या बात हो रहा था? Sajujya. The devotee of the Lord, they don't like this Sajujya or Vishnu Sajujya. So Yudhishthira got curious, right? This rascal, Shishupal and Dantavakra, from childhood, पानी पी करके विष्णु को गाली दिए हैं। क्या नारद तो युधिष्ठिर महाराज का वर्ड है, भागवत में है, अब मुझे अंग्रेजी उसका नहीं आ रहा है, यही है कि बदमाश पानी पी कर गाली दिए हैं और they got Vishnu Sajujya. Whereas Ben also did same kind of thing, but he was sent to hell. So for same action, one goes to hell and other go to Vishnu. How it is? Same question, what was asked by Parikshit. Because Jay and Vijay here, they are also devotees, and Lord has come as Mukunda. They got delivered by Krishna, by Mukunda. Then, they took 3 words. Anyway, then there was a question. And then he started answering. Sukadeva Goswami, Narada Muni started answering. Sukadeva Goswami is relaying, but answer was of Narada Muni. Yudhishthira asked, and Narada Muni, can you just see the greatness? That's why Krishna says, Machita Madhvata Prana Bodhayanda Parasparam Kathayantasya mam nityam
Tushyanti cha ramanti cha.
Here there is no formality. Narad never thought, I am Guru or Prahlad, how can I talk about him? No. I mean, one Mahajan asking question, second Mahajan is speaking about third Mahajan. Right? So, Yudhishthir asked the question, hey Mahajan, Bayam, he asked Bayam, Dharmaraj, he asked the question. Narad is a Mahajan who has started answering the question. And Prahlad is other Mahajan. About the other Mahajan is answering. So this is called Machita Madhagat Prana. Bodhayanta Parasparam Kathayantascha Nam Nityam Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Like-minded people, when they meet together, Machita, here said Machita, in one's who Chitta means Prabhupada said Chitta means mind, Chitta means intelligence, Chitta means senses, Chitta means consciousness, Chitta means heart, all five. One who has given this thing to me, they call Machita. This is called Machita. There are also people are Mani Chitta or Artha Chitta. Kama Chitta. There are many kind of people are there. The lusty people, they have everything, they are attached to Kama, money. So when they also meet together, Mani Chitta people, so much problem in America, now jobs are going, Sam Kunpal was saying yesterday, we are losing job, and just talk about money. You go to any market, a stock market or anywhere, their mind is observing that, so they talk about that. Go to any association, grain merchant, they will talk about the price of this, what the price of this. And Machita, one who Chitta is fixed in Krishna, they talk about Krishna. Machita Madhavata Prana. Now, the Chitta and Prana both are applied to everybody. Even Artha Chitta, they also have given their life for earning money. In 7th canto Bhagavatam itself, later on in chapter 14, it says that how people to earn money, they risk their life. Prana means life. They risk their life. And Prabhupada gives example in purport of the thieves. Now there are no more thieves, only chota mota thieves. Only thieves were the king. Now after that Dakat became king. Now Dakats are also gone. In Bhagavatam only Dasyu Sabd hai, Dasyu is there, Dasyu means Dakat. And Chaura means thief. But now they have become advanced. So Bhagavatam doesn't have big word for them now. They are different. Chore, they need to go night time, right, risking their life. And Prabhupada explains that how they used to do chori or stealing. They used to make a hole in the house, right, and then they put their head to enter in the house. Not like America has a big window. Earlier in India, they didn't have so big window, small window. So they wanted to make a hole down and put their head. So Prabhupada said that how they are risking their life. They are not putting their leg, they are putting their head first. And if the household person he has got up by hearing the sound and his head is coming and they are choking. So how risk he is taking? So Machita Madhvat Prana. He had sacrificed his life. So we have to take a risk in serving Krishna just like a thief takes risk. We take a risk. Risk we have to take. Machita Madhvat Prana. And if we are situated on these two platforms, Machita Madhvat Prana. And then everything becomes releasable. And devotee they meet, everything becomes releasable. I mean, Artha Chitta people also, they enjoy talking about money thing, all this thing. So same way, this devotee, Samachita Margatpana Bodhayanta Parasparam Kathayanta Samam Nityam Tusyanti Cha Rimanti Cha. That's their joy. So this is the joy of Yudhishthira Maharaj, Narad Muni, Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami, Prahlad Maharaj. This is just joy. Who is senior, who is junior is not there in joy, this does not come. Once one devotee, he was showing Arti in Juhu. So while showing Arti, he showed to a junior devotee first and senior was not shown. The senior devotee became very upset. He said, why didn't you show me first? So this poor Bhakta, he asked me, of course he asked me question in class. He should ask privately, but anyway, he asked me in class. I said, oh, she good. So he said, Prabhuji, what should it be done? I said, well, this arti is what? This is prasad. So prasad is, when you serve prasadam, people are sitting in the line, right? How do you serve prasadam? Suppose one junior is sitting here, senior came late because he was busy, he sat down in middle, more senior came late, and then some junior, like mixed is there, right? So when you start serving prasadam, how do you serve? Do you first go to this one, then this one, then this one, then this one? He said, no, we serve in path. In a path means in line. You go from everyone, right? That's it, sir. Serving prasadam, no discrimination. I said, Arati is also the same thing. Arati is prasadam. Why discrimination? If senior wants to get first, then he says, stand next to Prabhupada. That's what I do. Anyway, so stand next to Prabhupada, so they'll get first. So this is one thing. Second thing is etiquette. If senior is there, first of senior and junior, no problem. Even when we sit in park, then some senior sitting, junior says, no, Prabhu, please first give to him. But senior says, no, give to him. And that gives joy. That gives joy. Joy is there when he said, Prabhu, give to him, give to him, give to him. That is joyful. Not give to me, me. That become bakri. So that's what, gives joy. Center is Krishna. So anyway, that's where he started this first chapter. Narad Yudhishi Sambhada Arambha Jai Vijayo Sanagadi Adai Tat Janma Prapti. So he started the Sambad between Narad and Yudhishthira, and then Narad Muni told about, he wanted to know about Sisupal and the Dvakra, who are they. Then he said about that, how once upon a time, you all know their story anyway, but I will just tell the same philosophical point is that actually there was one very nice Kathakar, and he was Mayavadi, but he spoke really in good Katha. I know people with Mayavadi, I don't find Mayavadi. All Gujarati must be knowing Dongre Maharaj. So,
Dongre Maharaj.
Yes. I mean, I like to read many times he speaks Bhagavatam very easy way. Bhagavatam is easy anyway, just like Kevala Ananda Kanda. But again, presenter had to be there. So he presents such a way nicely. So he gives relates like a story. It was Sunday, and Vishnu and Lakshmi, they were spending their time. And then this poor Kumaraj came. Now, obviously, the children had no restriction. They were only a small boy. They didn't become bigger, small. So children can walk in any room. If grown-up person, you have to knock the door before that's, culture. Knock the door, whoever is there. But children can walk in any room. Husband, wife is there, whatever is there, no problem. So they were going, but Jay and Vijay, their servant. Servant had own kind of, duty or responsibility. So they tried to stop. Now, he asks Dongai Maharaj, what went wrong there? What went wrong there? When they are going, the Jay and Vijay, they stopped. They said, we cannot go. They said, why not? We have right to go anywhere. And they said, we have right to stop here. The two right was fighting. Who is right to go inside, who is not right. So they asked him, do you have entry pass? How can you go? And then this poor Kumara, I thought, this person, is not fit to stay here because they are acting like a demon. Anybody who stops one, anybody who assists one to go to Vishnu, they are worshipable. Whether it be Kamsa or Hiranyakashipu, anybody. When Akrur was sent by Kamsa to go and bring Krishna Balaram, Akrur from his mind, he offered respect to Kamsa. Thank you, you are sending me to Krishna. So anybody who helps us to go near Krishna, that is Vanchaniya, that is devotee. And anybody who has stopped going to Krishna is a demon. So this four Kumaras, they are incarnation of the Lord of knowledge. Right? Just like Naradji, the incarnation of Bhakti. Four Kumara, incarnation of knowledge. So they have all the refined knowledge compared to Jaya and Vijay. So they came on this conclusion, this guy, with this logic, that they are why they cursed him to become demon? That was the whole point. Why they were cursed to become demon? They were cursed to become demon because they stopped them going to Vishnu. And then, again Dongai Maharaj come, then Vishnu heard them, कोलाहल चल रहा है, झगड़ा कुछ हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है? Krishna came. And Vishnu came and he said, all this thing going on. Although they were his servant, they are doing his duty, but still, Vishnu understood that they have done the wrong. The children below 5 years, they have no restriction. Even the karma, वो कर्म का कांटा जो क्या बोलते हैं? नहीं कर्म कांटा, घड़ी कांटा होता है, क्या उसे बोलते हैं?
Hand.
Clock hand.
Yeah.
The needle.
The needle. It start moving after 5 years. Before 5 years, children, they do mistake. Chama hai, no problem. And that's why one of the reason then Mandupi Muni cursed Jamaraj to become Vidur, almost that how when you are a small baby, below 5, you are trying to poke a needle in an insect, right? But below 5, and Mandupi Muni said, my karma meter, not meter. Karma meter has not started. How can you, punish me? So same as Jay and Vijay, they remain below 5. Karma meter चल नहीं रहा था. So there is mistake. Vishnu understood. And he said, well, I am very sorry. They are my servant and they have committed this mistake. I apologize to you, Brahmana. You have come, please forgive. And after doing that, he turns toward them. He said, my dear servant, I am helpless. I cannot do anything. Only I can do one thing. Now, they have told to go and become demon, right? But how many lifetimes they didn't say? Poor Kumara did not say we are fourth or four lifetime. No, they didn't say anything how many lifetime. It was Vishnu who decided. Matta smriti jnanam apavancha. So they could have also done. The poor Kumara could also know, but Acharya they said no, because Lord was there. So this is again etiquette here. If some senior person is there, even we know the answer, better keep quiet. Don't try to show your, knowledge. I mean, this etiquette. The Lord is there. He is all knowledgeable. He has all the knowledge. So Kumara, they got the knowledge from him. He is all knowledgeable. They kept him on. So Lord decided. And anyway, Lord is the only one who is deciding factor for one and all. Mayadav chena prakriti suyate sitracharam hetunaneva kaunteya jagadvi parivartate. He is the only one who decided, nobody else. So, other thing to learn is even in deciding when you are prostate or anything, on the position, learn from this how to decide a punishment and reward. Individual has done the karma for which he is getting punished and he is getting reward. So always give option. Okay, this thing you did, so this is the, remedy for this, and this is the other one, which one you like to choose. Let him decide. So same way the Lord did not decide for them. He said that there are two remedies. One is that you can go to earthly planet, which you have to do anyway. You can, what they say, oh my Lord, how can we be there, in your separation, you cannot live for one moment. So all right, you have to go. The first thing is clear. You have to go. Let's make the judgment pakka. First thing that you have to go. Okay, clear? Now your question is, you cannot live without remembering me. All right. So here's the answer. You go down for 7 lives. You be there. You can remember, no problem. But 7 lives. Now, other option he gave. But then he said, well, 7 lives. You cannot live so long separate from me. It's too much for us. You cannot live so long. He said, all right. Other option is, you can be there for 3 lives. But by forgetting me. You not remember me. You choose which one you like. Now let's see in these two situations how a devotee should handle. One situation is joyful situation. 7 lifetime. Janmani say, why only 7? All life. So long I can remember the Lord. And here, 3 lifetime, even if I have to go through the hardship, I don't mind, but I don't want to be separated from the Lord. Let me take the 3 lifetime. And they opted out for 3 lifetime. So Narad Muni said that by the 3 lifetime, Jaya Vijayo Sankadi Sapa Tajjanma Prapti Hiranyakasyapo Swavrittabhya Praja. So this is first describes about there's 3 different lives, that how it became Hiranyakasyapu, Hiranyaksha, first lifetime, and they were killed by Varaha and Nrsimha. Second lifetime is Rama and Kumbhakara, and they were killed by Lord Ramchandra. And third lifetime, Shishupal and Dantavakra, they were killed by. Now the first lifetime, they were killed by Nrsimhadev and Varahadev, but they didn't got mukti. Somebody may ask question that if anybody is killed by the Lord, they said it mukti. But a real mukti datta is Govinda. Everywhere they go to his door, he will open the door. That's why I call Mukunda. When Nrsimha cannot deliver, only Mukunda can deliver. He can push up to there. That's it. So they didn't go deliver again, they took birth. Lord Ram killed them, still they took birth. But when they were killed by Mukunda, then they got delivered. So Narad Muni explained all these things. So this is the like first chapter gets over. And then comes second chapter. In second chapter, a description of Hiranyaksha conquering the whole world and how he was terrorizing everything. And finally, second chapter, three section. So Hiranyaksha was killed. Then naturally after killing wife, children, mother, they all were crying and unhappy. So Hiranyakashipu, although a demon, but those the demon also know Veda, Purana, everything first class. They knew very well. Today demon they don't know. They quote all Gita में बताया गया है. They don't know what is going on in Gita. They quote like that. ठोक देते हैं ऐसे. So demon they knew, and Hiranyakashipu explained so nicely. First, Hey Ambe, the word of Hey Ambe. First he specified the wife, after mother, wife, and then children. Then again, to learn, mother and son had a relationship which nobody can get. Wife is relationship after, and sons and children byproduct. So anyone who is affected part in the work most is mother. But nowadays, they think wife and children are affected party. But no, mother is more. And one of the good quality of mother, they will take all the pain, but they will not say. Wife, little pain, what are you doing? Somebody complain. Children, same thing. They are complaining about wife and children. But mother, no complaint. I mean, from the day one, when we are in home, we are kicking mother belly here and there. She didn't complain. She had pain, but she didn't complain. And what not? When we took birth, she went through all the, pain. And raising us, so much pain. So that's why the word has Hey Ambe, started from mother. And he explains about the body and soul, and he said that no, you also should not cry. It's so bad. If you cry, it's an insult to my brother. He was a hero. He has gone firework. His kriti jasasa jivati. He is glorious always. But by crying, you are not defaming him. And then he talks about Bhagavad Gita, Hiranyakashipu Gita. There is Hiranyakashipu Gita. And he tells two stories, one about the king. What is the king name? Forget. Anyway, Sujag, King Sujag, that how he was killed, and Jamaraj had to come and say, when everybody was crying and sun was setting, and Jamaraj, if somebody dies, then you must do his last rite in sunshine. Sun should witness, not night time. Nowadays they burn the body night also. That's not Vedic. Vedic is sunrise to sunset. Sun is the witness, final witness. So anyway, so he came and then discussion. He was a small boy. Jamaraj came like a small boy. Everybody crying. Nobody there to pacify. This is other problem. Becoming rich is nothing but full of problem. So anybody wants to become money-minded, become rich, you are buying the problem with your money. You see the rich man, if somebody die in poor man place, 10 people come, अरे भैया कोई बात नहीं, सबका यही गति है, सब जाने वाले हैं, सब अपने कर्म का अनुसार होता है. 10 लोग बताने आएंगे. A rich man house, People will think, if I say this thing, he may like, he may not like, he may feel offended, and so on and so forth. So it is very difficult. Nobody was there to pacify the family. Wife beating their chest, and father was, crying, everybody, mother, everybody. So Yamaraj, he just walked, such a wonderful life I had. I don't have to cry like these people. They are crying. He asked, why are you crying? Why are you crying? So the old man, I'm just telling one thing in short. The old man, father walks out and said, my dear child, you are a small baby, you will not understand why they are crying. You go and play. He said, one who knows, they don't cry. One who do not know, they cry. जो जानता है रोता नहीं है, जो नहीं जानता है वही रोता है. तो छोटा मुंह बड़ा बात हो गया. Now not only him, but all the ladies, they all heard. And I started looking at him. All the tears gone. So truth should be spoken. When we speak the truth, all the limitation will go. This is lesson we learn from Jamaraj. So he spoke truth. In short form, he said only. In short form, the one who knows the truth will not cry. Sure. One whose soul is, not destructible, body is only temporary. All this, the truth, one who knows, will not cry. One who do not know. And then he argued. Okay, you are saying, then he asked, why are you crying? He said, king has gone. He said, so what? He has gone many times. The year there. He came back. Again he will come back. He said, no, he will not come back. If you don't come back, then maybe, if you come back by crying only, then you are less. Get whole religion to cry, he will come fast. No, he will not come. If you don't come, then why are you crying? If you will not come by crying, then why are you crying? And then he said, but your king, you are saying, king is here only. He said, not him, the soul has gone. He said, have you seen the soul? Did you know this about soul? The father said, no. So if you don't know anybody, then how? If you have no attachment for that person, no relationship, does anybody cry? We cry for somebody with relationship. So your relationship with body is lying here, why are you crying? For soul you did not know. So he very nicely explained Hiranyakashipu. This is Hiranyakashipu Gita, right? He explained very nicely. And then towards the end, he gave the example of Kabutar and Kabutri. And then toward the end he said, my dear mother, we all are in the same way. He gave the example of Kabutar and Kabutri, that how one pigeon and sea pigeon, they have gone out to get some thing for the children. And one bahariya, he has a net. So sea pigeon, the mother has more affection for the father also, for the children. So she went first to get the grain for the children, and she got caught. And then husband was thinking, what will happen, what will happen to my children, and towards the end said, what's the use of living? And he also went there. So this way, he said, same is our position. We all are getting caught by Maya, my dear mother. Get out of the limitation. So this is what Hiranyakashipu did. Hiranyakashipu swavrityabhyo praja prinanartham adesah putra sokakulah dite swagyatinam cha santvanartham upadesascha. So Hiranyakashipu did this thing. Hiranyakashipu putra sokakulam dite, Diti was disturbed. She was crying due to, again here says Diti, there's Bhagavatam says Ambe. So Putra Sokakula, she was lamenting for the son. Swagyatinam, along with all her relatives, his wife, children. Cha Santvanarthaya Upadesascha. To pacify them, Hiranyakashipu instructed in the second chapter. Third chapter, after doing that, after speaking so nicely, Hiranyakashipu made up his mind. After what time I have to go? Better tell. So, huh?
Yeah, you can go another 15-20 minutes.
Okay. So Hiranyakashipu decided that this is done by my brother could not have been killed by anybody. I mean the description of Hiranyakashipu, when he was walking, the earth was trembling, that kind of Hiranyakashipu was there. So powerful that he could not, must be Sraskar Vishnu. He had done this thing. So I had to find somebody. Again, this is demoniac mentality. They do not like to take help. They say, कैसे बोलते हैं? बलवान अपि अहम भोगी
Ishvara.
ईश्वरो अहम भोगी and then बलवान सुखी. I am the all powerful. So here he wanted to become Balavan. Then for that Hiranyakashipu tapasa तपाप्ताम वेदानाम प्रार्थनाया ब्रह्मण तस्मै vardanatam. Then Hiranyakashipu performed so much tapasya that has been described, of Hiranyakashipu tapasya, that his body had nothing left but, ant hole. The ant has eaten everything. And due to his tapasya, everybody was feeling so suffocated. The heat of his tapa was burning everywhere. So the demigod, they got perturbed and they finally went to Brahma. And they requested Brahma, please do something. He performed tapasya for you. Please go and bless him and see what he can do, otherwise we are going to die. And Brahma is sitting coolly, he is not saying anything. Then the demigod said, don't worry, only we are not disturbed. You are going to be more disturbed because he want to throw you out. He want to take your position. So better be careful, do something, otherwise your position will come. So Brahma comes there and Devanam prarthanaya brahmana tasmai vardhanam. Then Brahma came and gave vardhan to Hiranyakashipu. First, when he saw that there nobody, only life was there, and he was so pleased. So he took out some water from his kamandalu and threw the water. And when Hiranyakashipu came to life, and he said, I am so pleased, with your tapasya, that nothing was left in the body. I didn't see anything else. I myself was surprised, who is this? And my dear, grandson, I am very happy. Anyway, grandchildren are very dear to grandparents, and he has performed such a wonderful tapasya. So he said, please, tell me what can I do for you? What do you want? So indirectly, he asked that he wanted to be immortal. And Brahma said, I am myself not immortal, how can I be immortal? But anybody perform tapasya, then he becomes very intelligent, you must know. Tapasya in Kali Yuga, tapasya is following Purvedic principle. This is tapasya. Tapasya is chanting 60 rounds, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Tapasya is coming to Mangalarti for all of you. Tapasya is coming to Mangalarti. They are tapasya. But if you do this thing, you will feel light coming from here. Your brain will be fertile brain, first class brain. Look at Hiranyakashipu's brain, he is a demon. But look at his brain. What kind of benediction he asked. Brahma could not even think, even imagine that this kind of benediction also he can ask. And so much so that Nrsimha was very happy. And he said, my dear Brahma, don't give the bone like this. You are putting me too much in trouble. Easy hota to thik tha. So complicated bone he asked. I should not die in daytime, not night time, not in house, not outside, not by human being. not by
Animal.
animals, and what not. He has closed all the holes. There's no way to get out. And Brahma, he is dependent on the Lord. So, a child whose father is very rich or influential, some say, okay, so it be. Because he knows that my father will take care. The same way, okay, so it be. And finally, father had to say, don't do this kind of, asirvad. He put him in trouble. Even Shiva, both are like that. Just put any kind of benediction. Then, fourth chapter is described, Hiranyakashipu Sasanam. He called all his chelas and he said, please go out, find out where is this Vishnu. Where is this Vishnu? I have tried. After tapasya, he went to find out. And this fourth chapter is described in 8th canto, Bhagavatam, when Vamandev met Bali Maharaj and he was glorifying Hiranyakashipu. Oh, your great grandfather, my goodness. He was so powerful. He was so powerful. He was chasing Vishnu everywhere. Vishnu was running. He couldn't find any place to hide. So he went and entered in his heart. Vishnu is saying, Vamandev is saying, Vishnu is saying what he had done, he is saying to Bali. So, and this is the here. He went everywhere to look for Vishnu. And Vishnu was running. No place. Finally he entered in his heart. So he could not find Vishnu. Then he cleared that how Vishnu is only enemy. He said, Brahma, he is my grandfather, he is not my enemy, so he cannot kill my brother. Lord Shiva is always in meditation. So anybody can ask anything, he will give. He doesn't get into this kind of killing or anything like that so easily. Vishnu is equal to everybody. He is Sama. But sometimes he is like a small child. Sometimes he gets bribed by demigods. Like a small child, if he has some, like very costly, a very important paper, right, or anything, he give a chocolate, he will be bribed. He will give the paper. Same way Hiranyakashipu said that Vishnu can be bribed. This demigod, they go and worship him, they bribe him, so he takes their side, and he has killed my brother. So they asked him, my dear Lord, if you cannot find Vishnu, how can we find Vishnu? He said, I am telling you the reason. कहते हैं ना कोई बोलता नहीं है तो बोलवाने को नाक दबाओ तब बोलेगा ही नाक दबाओ तो बोलेगा. So if you want Vishnu to come, then you do one thing. You go and terrorize all the Brahmanas, all the sadhu. And by the culture, the couch, everything, Vishnu will automatically come. Yogi ji is doing the same thing in AP. He wants to clear up all the mafias. So in clearing mafias, he is letting them go wherever they want to go. But he is coming, his name is Bulldozer Baba. He comes with the bulldozer. So first, he destroys the house. Everybody attached to the house. He takes the family member, put in jail, everybody. By that way, they demoralize. More than 50%, they are hiding. Wherever they are hiding, all the property is being destroyed. Family members are in jail. So they become demoralized. So same, this philosophy comes from the Lord only, Hiranyakashipu only. So Hiranyakashipu, they do this thing. And then they started terrorizing, everyone. Hiranyakashipu Sasanam Praladasya Janma Tad Gunanam Cha Varnanam. Then Hiranyakashipu were terrorizing, and same time Prahlad took birth. Hiranyakashipu had 10 sons, and Prahlad was the last son. So Prahlad was so sweet, so nice. It said, Tad Gunanam Cha Varnanam. The quality of Prahlad has been described in 4th chapter of the 7th canto. That how from very childhood, his interest was in devotional service. He had toy of Krishna. He ate only Krishna sadhana. He was thinking about Krishna. As you all know, that Prahlad is example of Vishnu Smarana, right? Like Sukadeva Goswami, Parikshit, Sukadeva Goswami, Kirtanam, Thronam Kirtanam, Prahlad is Vishnu Smarana, Lakshmi Pathayana, Pritha Maharaj Archanam, Akrur Bandhanam, Hanuman Dasya, Arjun Sakya, Bali Maharaj, Atmani. So Prahlad is a Smarana, right? Very childhood, when he had heard in the womb of his mother. And if you hear, then a Smarana will always come. Therefore, it is very important that we must hear Harikatha. Mother Kunti clarified, Shrumanti gayanti granam avikshasa smaranti mandanti tavehitam jana saeva pasyanti achirena tavaka bhava pravaho paramam padambujam. So a smarana or remembering the Lord comes after hearing. So we must hear. That's why Prabhupada established every day, morning time, Bhagavad, evening time, Bhagavad Gita. We must hear, and then we will be able to remember the Lord. I mean, just be honest, close your eyes, Monday, end of the day, and you see, you think how many times you thought about Krishna. Be judged to yourself, you don't tell me. Close your eyes before you go to sleep today. And just remember how many times did you remember Krishna. And you'll find hardly anything. Because we are not hearing, we are not getting attached. But Prahlad Maharaj, he heard from bona fide spiritual master, Narad Muni. He heard in the home. So Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada said, does not depend on age. He heard in the home. And thus he was remembering the Lord. So this is one of the qualifications of Prahlad Maharaj. From very childhood, he was not too interested to eat or to go out to play. He was thinking. So there are many qualities of Prahlad Maharaj has been tad gunanam cha varnanam described. And then Prahlad, became little grown up boy, and in 4th chapter only, he became grown up. So Chanakya Pandit said, any father who does not educate his child is enemy of his son. So it is our Vedic culture that everybody educated their children. Just like we know, whether a demon or devotee, everybody educated. Hiranyakashipu is a demon, but he sent his children for education. Same way, Krishna, when he was small, sometimes foolish people they say, like one of Sisupal type, they say, oh, he's uneducated, he's a coward boy, he's not educated. There are different kinds of education. Now, there is only Sudra education. Everybody had to go through same education. But earlier, according to the mentality, Brahmana had different kind of education, Kshatriya had different kind of education, Vaishya had different kind of education, and Shudra does not require education. So, Krishna and Balaram, they were in Braj, and Nand Baba was a Vaishya. So they were educated very nicely in the Vaishya. And Vaishya job is Krishi Gorakshana Vanijya Vaishkarma Bhavaya. How many of you have seen cow? Not in temple, this small one, real cow. Everybody has seen cow? Have you seen cow delivering baby? How do you know when she will deliver baby? Answer that.
I don't know.
This is science. This is cow science. Near their tail, you see a flap like this. The cow body like this, then goes like this, and then leg comes, right? This much space is there near their tail. So when both sides becomes gadha, either way, both sides become gadha, then you must know that cow is going to give baby in next 24 hours. This is science. This is science. And Krishna Balaram did. So this is science about when, on which earth, what crop to plant. This is science. Nowadays, anywhere, papaya bhi laga do, anjir bhi laga do, sab jagah. Sudra education, torturing earth. So there is education. Krishna Balaram has got this education. Everything. How to discriminate, just by seeing. Okay, other question I will ask. Because I live with the cows, so I have learned a lot. पहले तो सिखाई था, लेकिन the healthy cow. What is the sign of healthy cow? Anybody?
Cow which kicks.
No. The sign of healthy cow, that even they will sit on their, gobar, dung, and urine, you will not find anything sticking in their body. And one who is not healthy, the dung will get dry हो जाएगा, बड़ा all हो जाता है. But healthy cow, no way. Because their hair is so shining, nothing remains there. Nothing remains there. Same way for the calf. How will know which calf is a healthy calf? Krishna knew everything. Any calf whose belly has come out more than size, then you must know that he is undernourished. The Gwala has not fed him enough. So he ate plastic and whatnot, whatever he gets. But the calf who had drunk enough milk, from top to down, he will have a beautiful shape. So that anyway, I don't want to get into this one, but yes, that's the education Krishna Balaram taught. And when they went to Mathura after killing Kamsa, Vasudeva wanted to give them Kshatriya knowledge, so he sent to Sandipani Muni. Same way, Hiranyakashipu has sent his son to Gurukul. Now, earlier it was same education for everybody, whether king's son or anybody. And Sukracharya had two sons, Sanda and Amarka. They were teaching them. And Prahlad was so sweet. Devotees of the Lord are very sweet to everybody. As what he said in Sarva Goswami Ashtakam, Dhira, Adhira, Janak, Priya, Priya Karahu. They are dear to Dhira and Adhira. ruffian and gentle, both. So Prahlad, anyway, small children are always nice, right? किसी के बच्चा हो, छोटा बच्चा हो तो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, जब तक से मूछ दाढ़ी ना आ जाए, गड़बड़ होता है वहीं से. Anyway, so the children are always nice, and अपना बच्चा है तो कहना ही क्या है. So Hiranyakashipu, although they had gone to Gurukul, but his mind was there in Prahlad all the time. And he was becoming more restless than the mother, many times. So he called for Prahlad one day and so nicely made him sit down on the lap. And he asked, my dear Prahlad, how are you doing? How is school going on? Right? And we all asked our children, what are you studying? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, wala bache bolte hain. Prahlad was asked, what have you learned? Please tell. What is the best thing you have learned? Good thing you have learned? And then Prahlad, as Krishna conscious he was from the birth, he gave not beating around the bush, straight thing he said. Tasadhumanne asuravarjadehinam sada samadhya asatgrahaya hitva tapatam griha andhakurpam vanam gatoya harimasayeta. He said, my dear father, he said, tasadhumanne asuravarjadehina. See, if somebody asks question to somebody, whatever way, and if you ask the question, then person who is answering, he takes the position of Guru. Person who is answering, a small bacha or bada bacha, or whoever, he takes the position of Guru. And Guru has a right to chastise. When Arjuna asked to Krishna, Karpaniya dosho upahata swahava pricchami tvam dharma samuddha chetah yasrayam nischitan bruhitan me sasteham sadhimam tvam prapanna. He asked the question. What was the question? What is the question of Arjuna? Again, I repeat, Karpanya dosho upahata sabhava pricchami tvam dharma samuddha chetah yasrayam nischitan bruhitan me. He asked a question, yasrayam nischitan bruhitan me tam me. He said, whatever you have decided for me, what is best for me? That was the question he asked. He explained the position. My position is Karpanya dosho upa. I am bewildered about dharma, what to do, what not do. Prabhupada in purport he said, everyone in this material world is
bewildered.
Perplexed. The word perplexed. Everyone in this material world is perplexed. And that perplexed situation, one must take refuge in a devotee or the Lord. Nande Guru, Sri Sasteham Sadhimam Brahma. And when Arjuna asked to Krishna, he said, all right, since you have asked me, I am no more your friend. I will teach you. And then he said, you are a fool, number one. That's what it means. Asocyanam Sochastvam, Pragyavasa Vaste, Vadasana Vasanta, Asanta Mandita. Talk like Pandit, but you are fool, number one. You don't know what is right, what is wrong. That is the position of Guru. So here, Hiranyakashipu asked, and Prahlad took the position of Guru and chastised him. Tasadhumanne asuravarja dehina. He didn't say father or anything. He said, asuravarja dehina. Oh, demon number one. Asuravarja dehina. You are topmost among all the demons. You want to know what is the best thing? He said, you are wasting your life. Get out of this household life. Then what should I do? What is wrong with household life? He said, you are disturbed always. Sada sam udigna dhiya Sada means always. Sama means constantly. Sada, sam. Udigna means disturb. And dhiya means mind. Sada, samudya, asat grahaya. What is the cause of disturbance? Asat grahaya. This body, we think of ours, my body, my family, my bank balance, they all are asat. So grahaya means one who is holding all these things, thinking in mind, that is the cause of all the problems. Hitvat patam, griham kupam. And due to this, asat grahaya, you have fallen down in blind well. Wake up. Wake up, my dear father. Asura birds, wake up. Hitva. And each word has meaning. Hitva. Hitva is like totally disconnected. Sometimes, Prabhupada gave example that people they earn so much money. And toward the end, they give all the money to their children. And they go to Vrindavan and said, you can keep sending 300 rupees per month. They have 300 crore. They earn it. For them 300. Rest for whom? Dasyu. All the children ke liye. Family. So if you become devotee, why should you remain attached to family? Attachment to family is the cause of the problem. I am not saying this thing, Prahlad Maharaj said. Sada samudhya asat grahaya. This is asat. And Prahlad said, hitvat patam. Hitva means just like the leaves falls from the tree. I mean, you all have better experience than we also have. But here is all the leaves are falling, right? So when the leaves fall, does it again go back? That is called hitva. If you become devotee, then disconnect from the tree. Don't go back again. That is hitva. Prahlad Maharaj, first class surgeon, cutting very nicely. Hitva apatam griha andakupam. Manam gato yad harimasrayata. Go to Vrindavan, go with some devotee. Harimasrayata. Take total refuge in the shelter of Hari. So after hearing that, Hiranyakashipu became terrorized. And then he sent again back and he chastised this Sanda and Amarka that you rascal, I am maintaining you guys and you are Brahmin, you are glorifying your Vishnu. ठीक से पढ़ाना है तो खटिया खड़ा बिस्तर को chastise them. So anyway, they have taken back. So I wanted to cover up to, chapter 5. We started late, but tomorrow we can start on time. I want to finish up to 10 chapter. That's my goal. So,
We have still time.
no, the real thing will come. Sranam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pasyanam, I cannot justify
Can't rush
that.
it. Can't rush it.
And this is the beginning of, fourth chapter. It's not the end. So, and fifth chapter starts instruction ko Maharaj said, Prabhu, that's easy ho jayega. So this fourth chapter is the foundation. Now Prahlad Maharaj is turning in, Poganda, through jayega. So I will stop here and tomorrow if we start 7 to 9, 2 hours, then मैं खत्म कर दूंगा. And tomorrow I also want to show something which is